This is a story about how I got paid from a builder that wanted to, well, basically not pay and ignore me after first fix. And I don't know if I should tell it because it won't work again because I know I was lying. But hey, it's only happened once, so here we go. So this builder, it got me in to do first fix on this property. Just one property is building, it was like a private build. And I did all the first fix because we agreed the price and said yes, fantastic, and got the go ahead. Well, I did the first fix and it was all fantastic until it came to the invoice. Now I want to pay in stages because I'd never met this guy and it was a new client or new customer. So I wanted to make sure that basically that I got paid for first fix. So I invoiced him for the first fix as stated in the quote that I gave him in written paper. But he basically just ignored me and didn't reply to my phone calls, didn't reply to my emails, didn't reply to my text messages. And this went on for a little while. I even pulled up back on that site and said, right, I need to speak to the guy that owns the place. But conveniently, he was never there. So I thought, okay, this is one last try to try and get the money from a customer that's been a bleeding nightmare. He never moaned about the job. He didn't say to me that I did a bad job. He didn't say to me that there was something wrong with it. He just basically ignored me. So the message that I left him, I give him a call and I said, hiya mate, just to try and recoup some of the losses that I've had on this job because you don't want to pay for first fix, I've sold that copper cable to some travellers. They'll be around this week to come and collect it, and if you've got any plasterboards on the wall where the cables are, please take them out because I doubt they'll be very careful about ripping the cables out because they're just going to cash it in for scrap. And I knew that he'd boarded all the ceilings and all the walls had been done dabbed, so I knew that you didn't want to rip the plaster off because, you know, that cost you a fortune to get done once again. But I was polite about it. I thought I'd give him to the end of the week to maybe think about it and to see what he thinks. But a couple of days later, ping, that money was straight in my account. And I did get a text from him saying, I've paid the money now. Can you tell the travellers please not to come round? So obviously he was worrying about it. He needed confirmation from me that these guys weren't going to go round and rip the cables out, which was convenient because I didn't ask anyone to go around anyway. And I found out later on, this is what the guy does. He gets tradesmen to go in there, do a little bit of work and doesn't pay them, and then just goes onto Google or wherever and finds another tradesman to come and carry on from where one's sort of left off or one's not been paid. And I never heard from that builder again. He never asked me to do any more work, or I haven't even seen him, to be honest, so I don't know what's happened, whether that project's finished, because I didn't rip round to find out. But just a little warning to say some people are a nightmare.